All right, there we go. Hey everybody, Froggy Sacks here. Don't say it's financial advice, entertainment purposes only. For some reason, my live stream was just shut down in the middle of me doing exactly what I'm doing. Maybe because of the title, I don't know, but it's the truth. It's literally the truth. Adam Aaron is out there asking retail investors and trying to coddle retail investors into selling AMC branded wine. It's absolutely infuriating. He just raised cash, and the first thing he wants to do is burn it. That's all he's doing. He wants to burn cash. He absolutely destroyed retail investors with the reverse split not even a couple weeks ago. I mean, it was a disaster. Ape was entirely his plan from start to finish. Adam Aaron's own decision to do exactly what happened. And now they're pinning the stock around 801. It's such a huge psychological game. The people that are still pumping this and that are still screaming Adam Aaron to the moon are absolute morons. All they're doing is pumping their bags. I literally don't understand how people do not see what he's doing at this point. The other day, he literally had to write this long breakup tweet because so many people wrote him such mad comments that he has to try to swoon the retail investors that are still left over to harass anybody who questions him. It's just absolutely insane. So either way, the stock is trading at 810. Used to be trading at 72. This guy waited until absolute rock bottom to raise cash at every point. He could have raised cash at 72, could have raised cash at 40, 50, 30, 20, 10. No, he waited until 68 cents on Ape, and then he waited until AMC was pre-reverse split down to 70 cents again. To 810. It's absolutely, oh, my antivirus has expired. It's absolutely crazy that this guy's out here doing this now. And again, let me read this tweet. We launched our own brand of home popcorn, and soon we will own our brand line of premium gourmet chocolate candies. If we offered at our theaters our own branded wine too, we might name it Chateau Simeon or Saint Simeon in honor of retail investors. Your opinion? He's going to take piss wine and put an AMC label on it and say it's in honor of retail investors while he's probably at home drinking $200 bottles of fucking scotch. It's crazy. This guy made $40 million off of retail and then intentionally crashed the stock in the company for his bondholders. We gave him opportunity after opportunity to do any type of special dividend to show that there are more AMC shares out there than should legally exist. He's denied it at every turn. He led everybody into this naked short thing. He advertised it. They were all talking about the NYSE and failure to deliver and all this crap. And then boom, this guy comes out mid-stride and says, yeah, there's no naked shorts. You guys are conspiracy theorists. It's absolutely crazy. It's impressive, though, to finally see how many people are stepping up and giving him comments that he actually deserves. This is absolutely crazy. The apes that are still in here, and I'm like Jen and Cat Striker and these bigums and all these clowns, literally are just here for engagement, you guys. It's just stupid at this point. Either way, it's absolutely crazy. It's hard to even talk about because I see what this guy's doing. The funny thing is if all the AMC investors right now with a float of 190 million decided to go direct register the entire float, they could then go to the annual meeting and say, hey, why is there 190 million shares in book entry, but they're still trading on the NYSE? Then they could get Adam Aaron for failure of fiduciary duty. Then they could subpoena him and get his records and find out what's really going on. So, dog's out there barking at hot air balloons. So that's a good thing today. Macro events, CPI. I'm changing the title. I don't even want the title to have his name in it. Oh my God. Just barking at hot air balloons. AMC is a joke. Filing losses is the only positive thing out of the play. Let me go let him in real quick. He is not a fan of hot air balloons, ladies and gentlemen. HE. So news came out. Hawaii AMC's getting slapped in the face. Hawaiian Electric. The CEO will be testifying in Congress. Let me go find the tweet. Let me reposition myself here. Let's see. On 9/14, Congress asked Hawaiian Electric CEO to appear in Maui wildfire inquiry. A U.S. House committee has asked top Hawaii energy officials, including the chief executive of utility Hawaiian Electric, to testify at hearing on the causes of the wildfire that destroyed the town of Lahaina, killed 115 people. The House Energy and Commerce Committee, which is investigating the cause of August deadly blaze, said that it would hold a hearing September 28th in Washington. Expects Sheely Kimura, who heads the Hawaiian Electric, to appear. Top Republican members of the GOP-led committee said Leo Doloff, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, chair of the Hawaii Public Utilities Commission, and Mark Glick, who leads Hawaii's State Energy Office, have also been invited to the hearing. So basically, Republicans are going to hold a hearing to investigate the cause of the fire. I think the CEO is going to come out and say, yes, we de-energized the lines at this time. Here are the records. We don't know the cause of the secondary fire that burned down the town of Lahaina. If they do that, there is nothing to do. There's nothing to blame Hawaiian Electric for. And in my opinion, this hearing is simply a way for her and for the market to put the news out for Hawaiian Electric that they want to hear. Now, is there a chance that Hawaiian Electric was responsible for the fire and that the CEO is covering up? Maybe. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it to me. To me, it seems like the CEO is on the ball. She's out front and center. They've already given records to the ATF Seattle office that investigated for cause and origin. And so far, the stock is doing pretty much what we expected. So there's some big expiries today on the options chain. Big expirations coming up, right? So I think our max pain, once again, let's go to the options chain. Come on. I didn't even hit the number 3. I thought it was around 1350 last I checked, but it's probably been updated. So let's go take a look at it. All the monies, September 15th. So we're looking at a lot of calls from 1250 to 1750, and most of the puts going down to $10. So $15 maybe max pain. Yeah, $15. And the Hoyle's highest open interest on the lowest strike would be $12.50. So worst case scenario, I may load up more shares at $12.50 if they decide to knock it down. Best case scenario, this thing pops and goes over $15 today or near $15. Chances of that happening, I don't know. I'm thinking more or less they're going to let this thing roll around $13.50 today, which is right about where our lines of resistance are. Go up a little higher, $13.50. 13 to $13.50 today. But then after hours or maybe Monday, we're going to see the breakout that I've been talking about for a while because the chart is looking good. We're still on an ascending wedge. If we maintain that, we're looking good for potential upside up to or over 15. What we need to do is today or after hours or Monday, break out finally. It tried to do it here and came back down. Break out, get back to 15 or 1490. Test resistance, get back in this channel, and then into September 28th, if the hearing's good and the CEO stands her ground and has the records required, you can see this thing finally go back to 21 and try to find support there. Into it, maybe recovering back to 30 on good news from the federal government. So it all depends on what the CEO says. I think the hearing is a good way for them to be able to legally put out news about what happened, because as of right now, and if you go look at the James O'Keefe stuff, there's a lot of people claiming that the Maui government and the Maui police force are basically lying. The National Guard members have been caught on tape saying that the police force is being pretty ridiculous in this event. You should go watch this. It's right here. I'll put the link in the chat here. But again, you know, when you go somewhere like this and you've got a camera and you get people talking, they're going to be honest. The National Guardsmen and the police are going to be honest with what's really going on, knowing that, you know, whatever, they're on camera or not on camera. And I don't think any of the soldiers that have said anything should be punished by their chain of command, personally, if they don't know they're being filmed. But basically, they have a lot of stuff going on where they're blocking roads, they're not letting people on their property. Any investigation into what really happened is kind of being shut down. So now they're filing lawsuits against the Hawaiian government to invalidate the criminalization of protected First Amendment activity and to also strip Maui County of any ability to criminally charge anyone who exercises their First Amendment rights. So it's pretty crazy. There's a lot of lawsuits starting to fly at the Maui government. And I personally think, from what I saw and read, especially with the fire hydrants being dry and no firefighting capabilities being on site for the town during the blaze, that the Maui government absolutely failed the people. And also there's videos coming out now of Maui citizens going into official meetings with Maui government members and Lahaina government members, telling them, why are you guys stakeholders in this smart city contract that's happening after our homes burned down? Why is there no big federal money going to the citizens of Lahaina? All the money's going straight to Hawaiian Electric. To me, it looks like they wanted the people out of there. They knew there wasn't going to be any evidence left over of a fire this size. And then, quite literally, the governor has come out and said on video that they're thinking about buying up portions of land to make protected areas. So who really knows what's going on? The problem here is, bottom line, the people are suffering. The government's being shady. The police are being shady. The people are suffering. The federal government doesn't seem to be doing much in terms of sending them money, the citizens' money. The governor's created a bunch of funds. You got the governor and the AG. The AG said she was not going to investigate Hawaiian Electric, but the governor and the AG created something called the Lahaina Fund because they're trying to skirt around all these lawsuits, which I think is going to be jumbled up anyways. There's too many lawsuits flying around. It's very simple. Did HE cause the fires that burnt down Lahaina? If they did, are they responsible? Because if they did, and it was reported, but there was no firefighting capabilities for the town, that's on the government. If they didn't do it, and the government's suing them without any cause, they have course for action against the Maui government, in my opinion, which they probably won't take, just to turn the other cheek. But Biden's sending more money to Ukraine. Yes, he is. Want to thank you again for these videos. They help me greatly. Please continue. Yeah, sure will. Sure will. Thanks, Susino. Morning, everyone. I was on AMC call last night, and people lost their minds when they heard from AA that AMC might be making their own wine and selling it. Yeah, they lost their minds because they're stupid. This is not going to be any type of good branded wine. It's going to be literally pee in a bottle with an AMC logo on it, and they'll call it Chateau Simeon or something, and they'll drink this crap, and they'll buy overpriced bad wine from Adam Aaron because they are absolutely stupid. The guy is doing this to burn cash. He doesn't want to pay the debt off. He doesn't want to get rid of the interest payments and the deferred rent. He's doing this to burn cash that he just raised so that the bondholders can continue to get paid 30 to 37% interest. It's absolutely crazy. It's crazy what he's doing. So HE, you guys got the full rundown on that. September 28th. Let's put a little line on our chart so we don't forget about it. Vertigo. September 28th, which that's going to be a big day for options. Because if any good news comes out or the CEO says something that's good or bad for the company, you're going to see massive volatility. Either way, I think we're going to finally break out, get back through into this channel again around 15 bucks, and we'll ride that into September 28th. The CEO comes out and says, here's the record showing we de-energized the power lines. Boom. We run back to 21 finally, in my opinion. Well, revenue is revenue, though. Yeah, Jay Brown, you're not going to make revenue off of this. Nobody is going to buy AMC branded wine. The popcorn's a good thing. The AMC branded wine, you're going to have apes and apes alone buying that junk. There's hardly going to be any other retail customers buying this stuff. If he even does it, the only reason he wants to do it is because he wants to burn cash. That's it. That's absolutely it. They're not going to make more money selling a branded wine than they're already making selling alcohol that's already known and established. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. Next thing you know, they'll have, oh, we're gonna put millions of AMC branded wine bottles in Walmarts. Where's the revenue from the popcorn? Show me that. Why don't they break down the revenue for the popcorn sales in the earnings report? They didn't. Just the popcorn sales from the new venture to Walmart, because they don't want to show you how much money it actually costed to freaking do it. That's why. I'm not saying the popcorn's bad. I bought a bag, ate the whole thing. I thought it was great. For bagged popcorn in store, pre-popped, it was pretty good. But all he's doing is trying to burn cash. That is his goal, to burn cash. And if you don't see it by now, good luck to you. That's why I don't own the stock anymore. Again, if AMC investors wanted their damn share count, I don't know why everybody's not doing this. Again, it's the stupidest thing. There's only 190 million shares now. Go DRS the float, and then everybody go to the annual meeting and check the book entry shareholder log that's at every annual meeting. You'll see everybody's names and everybody's shares on there. If there's over 190 million and 10 or 20 people see it and recognize it, and then go to a lawyer and say, hey, we would like to sue because every single AMC share is logged, but it's still trading on the NYSE, you win. That's it. You win. And if Adam Aaron doesn't address it, you sue him for failing his fiduciary duty, which could lead to subpoenas of his records. Bottom line, if you guys go out and log 190 million shares of AMC DRS before the year's over, you will win. I don't know what else to tell you. People will call me a shill for talking DRS again. If people started legitimately looking to DRS the float, I would buy some shares back. Hell, I probably actually still have shares in ComputerShare that I don't even know about. Actually, I should go check. I think I did my password wrong. I think I got to reset my password. But I may still actually have stock. I wonder if I still have my NCMI in there too. I haven't checked it in forever. Investor Center. 190 million shares, guys. It's that easy. And a large portion of them are probably already direct registered. That's the funny thing. But everybody's worried about wine. He wants you thinking about stupid stuff instead of whatever else, like DRS. All right, what else is going on? I played ARM yesterday. I took a 20% run off of ARM, so that was good. Made a little bit of cash. I'll check it later. I got to call them and reset my password. I think I entered it wrong on accident too many times. It'll be in a box. Yep. The wine will be in a box. Share recount. $190 million shares. Log the float, attend the annual, check the book entry, verify their shares, the 190 million shares there, and then sue for action if the stock is still showing millions in volume on the NYSE. If all the shares are in book entry, the only volume you should see on the NYSE is shares that should not be trading. It's that simple. They won't do it though. You'll have your Cat Strikers and your Blunts and Bigums and J Browns and Jens out there cheerleading for fucking boxed wine and gourmet chocolate. That is just, it's another brand of chocolate with AMC logo on it. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let's check the chart today though on it and see what's going on, just in case there's still anybody in the play. It looks like it's wanting to go back down to $7 again. I don't know. They're going to need some kind of good catalyst to get this stock back up. Disgusting to even look at. HE's having a little decent day today. Did any news drop on HE? What's up, RWK? What's going on, man? TMF, buy right now. Yeah, that's a good call, buddy. Time to add. Oh, yeah. Again, you guys, TMF, long-term hold. I'm switching everything I'm doing to stock. I'm trying not to do too many options. Oh, what's Airbnb doing? Okay, it's coming back down. That's good. I don't know. I think my little Airbnb put position might. We'll see today. We'll see what goes on today. Maybe by the end of the day, this thing collapses because it looks like it wants to go back to 141. It really looks like it wants to go back to 141. And it's in a falling wedge still. Yeah, it's. Hold on, I was charting this morning and I forgot to move some stuff around here. Yeah. So we definitely did get those 3 points of contact. It looks like it's trying to maintain a falling wedge, or it's this downward trend. I mean, it is a wedge. Kind of a small timeline though. Let's see here. Yeah. So it's either going to break out of this or it's going to collapse. It looks to me like it wants to collapse. It's not really getting any big support. RSI is a little low, but it does look like RSI's got enough room left where if it comes down and touches, this could collapse back down. And again, there is a gap. If it breaks below 141, 142, then it's set up for the downside gap fill next week. So I'll hold my puts on that for sure. Space having a decent little day. Glad about those shares. It's really fighting back. Really starting to fight back, which is good. If this is reversal territory, that's really good. This thing could gap fill back up. Well, the gap fills up to 488. All Space has to do is come out and announce some good news or a new government contract for something, and boom, the thing is definitely going to run back to 4. HE, any news? No news, but it's looking good. We're definitely up on our positions this morning, so that's good. Yeah, up on Space, up on HE, and I'm only down $5 on my AB and B puts, which should print pretty hard. Yeah, Space is looking really good right now. And again, if anybody didn't follow me yesterday on Space, let me change the title here a little bit. Space has a ton of cash on hand. They've got 1.14 in assets. They've only got like 650 million in liabilities, but their debt's only like 435 million. I believe they have 980 million in cash on hand. So their cash to debt ratio is very good. and they are actively flying. They are getting ready for their 5th space flight coming up. Let's go to their page. Actually, let's just go to their thing on Twitter. Pretty soon, everybody's going to be doing everything on Twitter. Earnings calls, investor drops, everything, man. It's just cool. Astronaut carried a fossil. I flew my 5th suborbital spaceflight yesterday with 5 of the world's finest gentlemen. I'm humbled to have been a small part of the mission. Virgin Galactic 3rd commercial spaceflight. You guys, $980 million in cash, 3rd successful commercial spaceflight with paying customers on board. It's incredible. And then not only that, they came out with Aliens in Mexico the same week. There's a space race about to happen, and people don't realize it. You're looking at a company with $980 million in cash, $430 million in debt for $2 a share. They're flying into space. It's crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. I don't know how this stock is this low. They did a lot of share offerings. The float's kind of big, 500 million on the float, but we've seen other stocks, 3 to 500 million on the float, trading at 10 to 20 bucks. So depends on the revenue. They do have cash burn, but if these commercial space flights start kicking up and or they land some government contracts while they're doing commercial space flights, then the revenue stream comes in. There's a lot of things people could do doing what they're doing. The type of space flights they're doing has a lot of application purposes. So people think they go up and just glide around and they can't do nothing. There's a lot of tests. There's a lot of studies they can do. They could start actually, once they get certified and tested and regulated, like say NASA contracts them, they could start doing small payloads. So very important. Very, very important. Really cool stuff going on too. So, come on, Airbnb. Gap fill to the downside, baby. Macro news. Housing's a disaster. Inflation's going up. Groceries are super expensive. Gas prices are going up. Oh my God, I forgot about TMF. All right, let's see here. TMF is a long-term hold. If you want to play this, the TMF, so-called TMF squeeze on treasuries, because everybody's shorting the piss out of treasuries right now. Buy quantity. How much cash I got on hand? I do have some. All right, cool. I'm going to add another $1,000 of TMF today. Yeah, there we go. Then that'll be done for my buy-in for the week. So, a couple hundred shares, 175 shares, TMF. Added to the position, to the portfolio. And it's going to be a rough ride. I mean, you could be holding this past presidential elections. So if you are in on it, just understand the thesis behind it is that treasuries are so overshorted. They are so overshorted that when those shorts cover, people may not be buying treasuries back. But when those shorts cover, it would cause this ETF to start to recover with it. And there's a lot of gaps to fill to the upside. It's going to take years for government treasuries to become popular again outside of being short sold due to the economic conditions we currently face. So pretty soon here, with everything as inflated as it is and the problems the banks are going to have with commercial real estate, home loans defaulting, auto loans defaulting, credit cards defaulting, banks are going to start dropping really bad earnings. People are going to want to pull their cash, put it into something safer, or put it into stocks. A safe place to put it when banks start to fail is you could go back to treasuries and just hold your money in treasuries and earn 3%. Because with banks, you're doing nothing. And I'm talking people that have millions of dollars. So we'll see. If the TMF thesis is right on the squeeze scenario happening because of shorts covering, then we will definitely find out. So it's looking like it wants to go back into this 556 to 575 channel anyways. So we bought it. We're going to wait and see. This one's such a simple, easy play. We need a macroeconomic recovery to happen, and this should start to recover with it. And if you're holding it while you're waiting for 2 years, you're making 4 cents, 5 cents dividend per quarter. So you get a little dividend payout while you hold it for 12 months. Really good, safe play. And I'm telling you guys, everybody's always talking about how hard it is to hold stocks 12 months. Look, man, people, look how fast 3 years went with AMC. It's absolutely crazy. Let's go, HE. All right, TMF space looks like you nailed it at bottom. Yeah, but I started buying at 230. I had some calls I got ripped. I saved some of the money. 230 to $1.90. I mean, in the long run of things, I'm just going to keep adding. Every month, I'm going to start adding to my positions. I'm kind of done flipping for a while. I want to relax this fall and go snowboarding this winter. And all right, Airbnb puts are printing. Right on. We are up 4% on Airbnb puts. If this thing breaks down, goes below 140 and gap fills 134, that's going to be a good win right there. All right. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. It's going to be a good day for HE, Space, and TMF next week. HE will blow wide open with good news coming. They're hiding as long as possible. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on the island where they're hiding information, but the HE CEO will be testifying in Congress on September 28th. She didn't deny it. She's going to walk in there, I think, very openly and boldly and go, here you go. Here is the logs of the day of the fire showing we de-energized, blah, blah, blah. And hopefully she goes in and sticks up for the company. You guys really want to be watching your positions on HE that day. If she comes out and says something wonky, the stock will literally collapse back down to $10. So be very careful. If she says good stuff and says, here's the records, here's the logs, we were not responsible for the fire, it shows right here we de-energized, then we might get back to $21. Once we hit 21, I'm going to be watching it very carefully over time for that 31 gap fill. This thing may never go back to 31. You got to understand that. They have to reinstitute that dividend. Back to 21 on good news is very possible, but they need to come back and they need to show their new quarterly earnings with everything that's happened. Luckily, they got that $98 million grant, but they need to reinstitute that dividend. If they don't reinstitute the 50-cent dividend, then this thing going back to 31 is going to have a hard time. So the day they do reinstitute it, it's going to rocket. I don't know. I may be holding Hawaiian Electric for a while. This thing goes back to 31, and then they've got all this new infrastructure set up and everything's getting repaired with free money from the Fed, and they reinstitute a 40, 50-cent dividend. It might be just worth holding. Just hold that dividend. I mean, that's 40 cents per share. That's pretty good money. Gotcha. So right now, all I got is HE long, Airbnb puts, space long, and TMF long. That's all I got in my portfolio right now. I'm going to be adding other things to my portfolio. I'm watching Overstock and Enovix very, very, very closely, and I want to load up on them, but I feel like macroeconomic conditions on all these, not just Overstock and Enovix, but macroeconomic conditions coming up is going to put the market in correction mode, and we're going to see some major downside. So I want to wait. Ooh, here we go. Former Democrat presidential candidate Tulsi Gabbard has left the door open to running for president as independent. Absolutely. She rocks. She should run with Trump. Let Trump finish his 4 years, fix the economy with his hardliner, get it done attitude while the lefties attack him, and let Tulsi Gabbard grow as the VP into the next presidential election. Go for it. Who's that? Oh, AI. All the Final Fantasy VII stuff is because I'm actively playing Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. These people are stupid. You guys want to know why I don't have anybody blocked on Twitter? I'll tell you why. Because your haters will get you paid. These people like to come in and talk shit to me. Let them talk shit to me. I love it. Unblock all your haters. Let them talk. Eventually, they just literally look stupid. And I mean, one, it gives you engagement to get paid on the platform, but two, it's just makes them look stupid. So I can't wait till they get Twitter analytics updated all the way. I want to actually see more on it. So either way, does anybody have anything they want me to look at today? I'm not going to stream too long. Kind of a little bit tired. I had a really good steak last night. TM or HE, man. What's up? What's up? Are we getting our breakout today? Are they going to push this up? Are we going to get a 15 run? Are we going to get a 7% day and all the options fly in the money? That would be hot. That would be a good day. I literally want to go chill, play my video game, relax, drink some water. I'm going to go pick my kid up today. We're going to go have a mall day. They get out of school early. And then I get to pick my friend up from the airport from Michigan, man. My bestie, my best friend, Brittany. Her first time in New Mexico. So it's going to be hikes and burritos and all kinds of fun stuff. DIS capitulation was 79, chart turning, Disney. I had somebody, one of my friends at the bar, man, she was selling me going to Disney World like nobody's business the other day. She's like, yeah, you can just walk around and get drunk at Disneyland. It's funny. I love going to Marble Tap Room, man. Them folks up there are absolutely awesome. They're hilarious. They're funny. And it's actually good economic research because there's a lot of customers that go up there that have stuff to do with local economies here. Beer sales, food sales, Uber, whatever you think of. It's actually, I'm drinking, but it's also research. Restaurant owners, but really great place. If anybody's ever in Albuquerque, Marble Westside Tap Room, you guys go over there. Really great beer on tap. I mean, they've got so many good beers. I just recommend you get the flight. Get a couple flights, try them all. This is a good day for Disney, I guess. RSI is pretty high on the 4 hour. RSI is just now coming down on the 5. I'd actually probably enter for puts right here, short term. Go check what max pain is. What's max pain for the day? Disney. So $82. Where are we sitting? Max Payne, Disney, $82. It's above Max Payne by a lot. How could it be $82? No way. That can't be right. Is it for the right day? Are we on the right day on that? 9:15. So this is $82. It's way above Max Payne. I don't know. I don't trade Disney. I've gotten to the point where I don't trade companies that I have moral. Like maybe shorting it would have been great, but I don't know. Disney's just so wild. There's so many people that are starting to not like it, and there's so many people that love it. It's a hard stock to trade. But I mean, the thing was trading at $100, $200 in 2021, but before the pandemic, it was hitting highs around 153, crashed to 79. The pandemic money pushed it to 203. It's come down, hit, gap filled, everything to the downside, barely off of its all-time low. They don't have a dividend, but if this thing does rocket back on economic recovery for the next 2 years and goes back and gap fills 168, you can make a really good trade on that. But it moves so slow. So if you get calls, you got to buy a lot of duration on them. Yeah, I mean, I would probably just own stock. I'd probably just buy a big position in stock and hope in a year or two it goes back to 150 or something like that. I mean, it's definitely looking to gap fill 96. Interesting. Same with Ford and GM, all up on strike news. Yeah, These guys in Michigan, they're doing the same thing all over again. It's 1980s. Everybody wants $30 to be a door welder or a line operator putting a plastic button on. They do a lot of work there. I'm not saying they don't work, but when the auto union employees who basically control the vote in Michigan, when they throw a fit and they want too much money, Ford and GM raise prices on their cars, and we are in a horrible economic situation right now. They look, man, you decide to work there. This whole unionized, we want $50 an hour crap, it destroys companies. It destroyed Detroit for 20 years last time they did this. So I think Ford and GM are probably just up with the market, in my opinion. Here's a little W Foreman on there, though. The thing is the institutions are going to play the stock. HE's looking great. Let's go. Probably going to catch resistance and hopefully today it breaks out. We get above max pain on HE. But some of this stuff, why? There's HE. Why is it not? Why didn't it come up last time? No data. Well, damn it. Come on, Swaggy. All right, nothing else going on. God, I just feel gross that I even talked about AMC today. Oh, I'm so ready for the new Final Fantasy VII Rebirth game to come out February 25th, I believe. This chart's looking good. RSI is pretty high, though. This may start coming back down. Counts, trade, options. I don't know why yesterday I was going to sell some covered calls and it wouldn't let me. I need to get back into that. If I'm going to be holding stock long term, I want to start selling some options to make income while I'm waiting. It takes some work, but by the time the year's over, HE looks like it's wanting to break out. Like a good breakout. Ooh, let's see, baby. My HE calls expires today. Fuck me. I don't know how they're looking, man, but I'm guessing they probably got ripped, huh? Get her a New Mexico assault burrito. Oh, I absolutely will. Oh, we're gonna get some good food, man. I perfected cooking steak last night. I'll tell you that. I made a steak so good that by the time you're done eating, cutting, and with your fork and knife, this is one that's so good you just start barehanding it. Epcot, you drink around the world. It's a thing. Yeah, that's what she said. Drink around the world at Epcot. That's exactly what she said. I already had 3 beers by then, so I was a little tipsy. But it sounds fun. I'm more of the type, if I want to travel, I want to go see like ancient ruins, and I know Disney's cool and all that, but I would rather actually go to like Europe and walk around the castles and stuff, which funny enough, she's going to do that, so that's cool. Europe is a fun place. The food is incredible. I've personally never even been to Mexico. I'd like to go to Mexico. What did Mark say? I'm not involved in MPW, but the research on this name from Viceroy Research and Hedge IRET has simply been outstanding. MPW. What's MPW? Gotta look. Medical properties. Ugh, biopharma. Come on, HE! Oh, man. If HE gets back up to 15, I may trim some of my long position to secure profits in case bad news comes out. Let's just say this. It gets back to 15. My calls, I lost quite a bit of money on my calls that got ripped here. This should have broke out and went to 21, and we should have won. Shorts came in, slammed it down purposely, intentfully. Now it's starting to recover. If I get back to the 15 ranges, I'll take a little bit of profit off the top into September 28th congressional hearing. So if there is bad news, I've secured that, kind of erase some of my losses. If we hit this and it comes back down and I can buy back in for, say, like 5 to 10% discount, then I will, and I'll keep flipping this. But not much. I'm talking like 20% of my position. I've got a huge position. So I'm looking if HE runs back to 30. Let's see. Man, I'm getting hungry. If HE runs back to 30, that's going to be a very good day. Yeah, that'll be a great payout for finishing the year out. That'll be about 25, 30K in one trade. And then I have the opportunity to hold it for 12 months. If the dividends come back, that thing will 30, 40 bucks. Pop around, maybe around 30 until the recovery is complete. But once Lahaina's rebuilt, and if they do this smart city, which I want the people to keep their land, but if they do end up doing the smart city, unfortunately, then they're going to be selling electricity to the new smart city, most of it for 55 cents a kilowatt hour because it is commercial. So that's going to be more profits for HE. HE, like 20,000 of the islanders own stock in HE. They basically own the company. And then they supply 95% of the power to the citizens. Same with Ford and GM, all up on strike. Oh, we already read that one. Okay. If you guys could, make sure you like the video, share it. These streams are fun. I'm enjoying this more than making just less viewers, but it's more entertaining for me, and I'm more focused on my position, and I really enjoy it. And I appreciate you guys in the chat coming in to talk with me about it too. So, all right. So just so everybody's aware too, space is in a falling. It's in a very, very serious falling wedge. Just so you know, I'm not saying you're going to make money on this trade. I'm going to continue to load stock on space though because of the balance sheet technicals that I told you, the balance sheet numbers I told you guys about. This falling wedge too, with all the flights they're doing, to me it smells like some type of catalyst is incoming. And if it breaks and reverses out of this falling wedge and we get back to 260 ranges to gap fill up to 3 or 4, I think it's $4 up here is the gap fill. Go to the daily. Yeah, right there. 488. It'll be a really good day. It'll be a good company to own for a long time. Shit, Airbnb ticked back up. I wasn't paying attention. What's going on here? Damn you! Bastards. Yep, now I'm down on Airbnb. I should have closed it. October 20 though. I got a lot of time. Hopefully this thing doesn't tick up out of this. It is. It's breaking out of a falling wedge, so that's not good for me, but there's a big gap down at 134. We'll see. Maybe it piddles in this channel here a little bit and then drops and then it recovers. I don't know. It's not really up that much today anyway, so. HE, no. Resistance. Bastards. That's okay. I didn't expect much today anyways. With the news coming up on the 28th that there's going to be a congressional hearing about the Lahaina fires, I'm guessing all catalysts are set for that. Let's go back and watch my video. This is the one it got cut off today. I want to see how far I actually got into this. It made me mad. My stream literally just cut off. All right. Good morning, everybody. Froggy Snacks here. Nothing I say is financial advice, entertainment purposes. We launched our own brand, wine too. We might, yes, but another name. All this is a way for Adam Aaron to burn more cash. You guys are so absolutely stupid to believe that this is a good thing to sell AMC branded wine. He's going to go find one of his buddies in the industry that's having trouble selling wine. They're going to slap an AMC label on it, and it's going to be garbage. But people are going to buy it because people are absolutely stupid. This guy sold 40 million shares and only raised $325 million. absolutely destroying the stock in the process. AMC, after the reverse split, crashed to new all-time lows. That was my morning. I wasn't heated or nothing. This guy likes to tweet this crap right in the morning. AMC, every time AMC runs a little bit, Adam Aaron tweets and it collapses. Every time. I get building up commercial like industry, building up your brand, building up products to sell, blah, blah, blah. But they're not breaking down what it's costing AMC to sell all these new products. They're not breaking it down in the balance sheet. And I'm starting to think that the idea here is Adam Aaron, one, initially was buying all these theater properties to create kind of a theater monopoly, bankrupt it, and then their buddies could buy out for pennies on the dollar and own the theater industry. Now they said, well, we can do it all over again. We can make it even bigger with our own popcorn and our own wine and our own chocolate and all this crap, all this stuff that they're already selling. They can make AMC even bigger and still bankrupt it and buy it out for pennies on the dollar. It's freaking crazy. And these people, these AMC investors who are down on their position like nobody's business, are still out there screaming Adam Aaron is God. He's literally robbing you of your money via the stock so he can pay his buddies in the industry. He's the suit, you guys. Fucking crazy. Either way, that's about all I got today, guys. Space, piddling around, Airbnb. Hopefully that dumps back down next week. I would love to see this thing back to 134, close my puts, then look at maybe possibly going long with some calls on it. Or just taking the money and loading it into my long positions on the stock. I really want to get in and start selling covered calls and or selling puts on some of this stuff, but we'll see. Got a lot of macro stuff coming up. FOMC, I think, is on the 20th. I'm pretty sure the comments are going to be something along the line of, yeah, more rate hikes. Then the market's going to dump correct. And we're going to see inflation really raise its ugly head, truthfully, finally. Because when they changed the methodology to calculate inflation about 6-7 months ago, they did it so they could cook the books into the presidential election. So either way, aliens are real. Adam Aaron selling piss in a bottle to AMC investors. And HE has a congressional hearing on the 28th. So you guys all take care. Have a great day. Appreciate you all in the comments. Rock on. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Froggy Stonks out.